up. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up.
Hey guys, Sherry here. Welcome. Today I wanted to talk to you about rebuilding yourself after emotionally traumatizing relationships. Okay? Now, I'm going to be straight honest and straight up direct because I have been through a lot of things. I can't even get into the details of all the bull crap I have been through. But if you are like so many other women out here, or men are not exempt, who have gone through emotionally traumatic relationships, you're going to walk away with scars. Not scores, scars. So I'll just give you like a really quick introduction of me. I am about to be 41, not married, twice divorced, okay? I've been down this road twice, and I will say that it was not pleasant, either one of them. However, I will say that I learned a lot, and I am still learning a lot about myself. I was married when I was about 23 years old the first time, and the second time I think I might have been about 27. Both of my marriages were very short, and both were very abusive, whether it was psychological, physical, verbal, emotional, financial. My relationships were both very abusive. Dang, girl. Are you about to do this again? Like, get your shit together, Sherry. My first husband, he is the father of two of my boys. I only have two, thank God. But he and I remained friends for a very long time after we were divorced. My second ex-husband, we never communicate. After we got a divorce, we both went our own separate ways, and that was it. The rest was history. Get rid of them. I've had an opportunity over the last probably about 4 years to really do some deep soul connecting with myself. I'm telling you, clutch as pearls. Trying to understand myself and how these marriages and some of my other relationships have affected me as an individual, as a person. And I can honestly and truly say that I came to realize that I was very damaged. Okay, I was extremely hard. Like, my heart was extremely hard. So in a sense, men just became an accessory and discard. And that's how I lived for about 2 years. At one point I realized, like, okay, Sherry, you need to kind of slow your roll, slow it down a little bit, and get yourself together and figure out, what it is that you really need emotionally in order to start healing. Because I had a lot of anger. I was bitter. Lord have mercy, I was bitter as hell. And I realized still I have some serious issues that I need to work through. My patience was very short. I didn't want this guy in my space. I felt like, oh my God, I cannot deal with clinginess. In the meantime, I have, over the last close to 2 years, have been involved with someone. I have been able to not only really just kind of come to peace, internal peace within myself, but I've also been able to come to peace with being vulnerable again. It's taken a lot of work. So here are some steps that I want to share with you guys in order to help yourself rebuild and reestablish your inside self, your personal self, your God self, back to peace after emotional trauma in relationships. And this is so important. Everyone should always take some time to just look inward. Okay, so number one, don't lie to yourself. Okay, when I say don't lie to yourself, basically just keep it real with yourself. You can lie to anybody else, but you don't need to lie to yourself. If you know there's something that doesn't feel right with you, listen to yourself. If you know that you have issues, like if you know you're a narcissist, if you know that you're controlling, if you know that you can't, you don't have the patience for certain things, just be real with yourself and accept, okay, this is who I am, this is how I am, and then you can come up with solutions to fix it, if you want to fix it. Number 2, always, always, always take inventory of how you are feeling emotionally and mentally, and also how you feel mentally and emotionally with other people. All right. Sometimes I have to take a step back sometimes, and I won't even lie to you. I know my disposition and my behaviors, especially when it comes to relationships. I know that I have major insecurities in certain areas. I know that I oftentimes second guess myself. Okay. I know that sometimes I can be an overthinker. Like, I overthink so bad. My brain thinks on its own, and then my body catches up. Okay. And the next thing I know, it's just a big mess after that. Okay. But be real with yourself. Always take inventory of how you're feeling emotionally. Sometimes just hit that reset button and say, okay, listen, I know I'm a little upset right now. Why am I upset? Because of this, this, this. What do I need to do to change this feeling? Okay. What are my triggers? Because trauma, you have triggers. When you're dealing with trauma, there are so many different things that could trigger a person. It could be a word. It can be an event. It can be a place. It can be an attitude. It can be an action. There's so many things that trigger people who have emotional trauma. All right. Number 3, talk. Talk. It does not matter how much you have to talk, how many times you got to talk about a situation, how often you talk about it to whoever to find someone who is a friend, a family member, or even a therapist. Find you somebody who you trust, who is open to listen to you and let you vent. I'm talking about let it all out. Whatever it is that you're feeling, find you someone that you can talk to. Because, I mean, a lot of times people feel like, oh, well, nobody wants to hear about my problems. And if I tell people, they're going to judge me. Fuck that. You better find somebody to vent to. My grandmother always told me this, and she talked a lot. She talked about the same stories over and over and over again. Oh my God, I swear to God. I got so tired of hearing about her little stories with her ex-boyfriend back in 1845. No, I'm just lying. She wasn't that old. But listen, talking is like, in my family, we call it vent. Sometimes, my sister and I will get on the phone and we'll just go da 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 da. And then we'll say at the end, thank you for letting me vent. Because everybody needs to vent sometimes. Venting is probably one of the most, I feel, the most relieving forms of therapy, which is why I feel like it's good to have a therapist. That's important. My grandmother used to always say, if I talk about something and talk about something so much, at least I know I'm going to sleep at night. And a lot of people are losing sleep because they don't have anybody to talk to, or they feel like that, they're afraid to expose themselves or expose their insecurities and vulnerabilities or their issues. And so they just keep everything in. I am not that girl. I'm going to talk about everything. All right. Number 4. This one is the most important, okay? If you are serious about being a functional person in society, get medicated. Dude, they got all kinds of medicine out here. We got Zoloft, we got Prozac, we got a whole bunch of mental health drugs, okay? And the thing that's I want to emphasize about this. One of my best friends is a guy, and he is probably the main person who made me feel more comfortable and confident about going back on Zoloft, which I was on for about 2 years a while ago. And then I got off of Zoloft. I was actually kind of pressured to get off of it by my ex-husband. And I realized, like, man, I'm a crazy ass bitch. I am an emotional train wreck. When I am not balanced, I am an emotional train wreck. This is me taking inventory of myself. I know myself very well. I'm an emotional train wreck, and I make everybody around me miserable when I hit my highs and when I hit my lows. I'm not bipolar, but I am. I have been diagnosed with depression and anxiety, okay? There is nothing wrong with being on some type of mental health medicine, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medicine. I swear to you, it will make you such a better member of society. All right. You're not going to be hypersensitive about every single thing that somebody says to you, or any type of like way that a person looks at you, or, you know, even when you get into another relationship, your next boo don't want to deal with your last person issues. Your next person does not want to deal with all of the stress that comes with being with someone who is emotionally traumatized. Being emotionally traumatized makes you react or lash out to people who have not done anything to you, because you're treating them the way you really should have been treating them last motherfuckers. Okay? Just saying. Do not be afraid to get on medicine. I tell my doctor straight up. Put me back. Bring me back. My kids don't like me. Okay? It is okay. Okay? All right. And finally, this I feel like is really, really helpful for people like myself. Okay? When you know you have a lot on the inside and there's times where you don't want to talk, but you need a way to express. Journal. Get a journal and just write how you feel. Okay? Just journal your emotions. Sometimes that's really helpful. And then you know what? As you grow and as you heal, you can like look back and see your growth. And you can look back and say, wow, you know, like I didn't realize that these type of things in this relationship affected me in this way. All right? So get a journal, start writing once a day, maybe first thing in the morning when you wake up before you get out of bed, or lay down in the bed. I've been journaling since I was like 9. I mean, if I can count, I probably got about 20 journals around here right now, but more than just the 20, I've probably had well over 100 journals in my whole life. I've journaled a lot since I was 8 or 9. So journaling is very, very effective. All right. The ultimately last thing I want to tell you, in order for you to recover from, a good way to recover from emotional trauma, start doing things that remind you of why you are so awesome, why you love yourself, why you know you deserve to be loved the way you know you deserve to be loved. Do things to remind yourself. Go get a cute outfit. Get your makeup done. Go get your hair done. Go out with your girlfriends, you know, hit a night out on town, you know, go dancing. Take yourself out to a movie and a dinner date. Date yourself. I love being with me. I don't have no drama with myself. I love being with me, okay? I'm good. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get sick of myself. I enjoy my own space, but because you know why? No one can give you more peace than you when you are at peace. When you start involving other people in your life, that's when you start having issues. Two universes coming together and colliding, that's a lot. But if you're at peace, it's going to be easier for other people to deal with you and you to deal with yourself, okay? So, I said all this, and I'm going to continue to do these videos because I have a lot that I can share. And I feel like it will be extremely, extremely beneficial for many people who don't have a therapist. And I am not a therapist, but I have taken several graduate classes. I got a lot under my belt, baby. What? All right. So anyway, you guys, love yourself. Take care of yourself. Go find a therapist if you need. Find a family or friend to talk to about everything. Don't lie to yourself. Always take inventory of yourself. And please, please, if you need to get on medicine, get on medicine. It is okay. We will like you more. All right? Happy healing.
On track, now we gon' way up.